Hello folks, we're back in the war with Spain, continually trying to siege stuff down until they're willing to give us what we know they really need to give me. Okay, grab up some more. Well, things kind of worked out well. France and them basically won the war for me. Not on purpose, of course, but they were very helpful. If I'd realized these were over here, if I'd remembered, I guess these were over here at the beginning, I would have just come over immediately and started sieging them instead of waiting to come over here until the very end. We'll have to go to a second war in Spain again later anyways, so there'll probably be another opportunity. France could join a coalition because they'd have so much aggressive expansion. We probably want to make sure that does not happen. So let's see if we want to get low enough where France cannot join a coalition. So we might actually be ready to peace out of this war already. Okay, that's enough not to get France in. France still not in. Right, we'll leave off that one province so that France cannot join a coalition against us, and we will send the demand. Excellent. We will core all of these new states. Alright, we want to... They're a little grumpy with us because we've now got some aggressive expansion. But without that, we're not in too bad a shape. Let's send them to improve relations with France. Let us try to ally Venice. Who are they in a war with? Let's... There we go. We've allied Venice, which is good. Alright, other things that we need to do right now. No, we are not going to get into a fight. We need to find a heir. Our current ruler is fairly young. Spain has rivaled us, yep, of course. We need to come over to Aden. We need to ask them to return a core province. We need them to give us back Suhar. There we go. Now our vassal has managed to get us back everything that we needed. And now let's see what we need for our mission. Muscat. Where is this? And we have to own this directly, so we're going to have to annex this vassal before we're able to. Go, we have an heir. It's not the greatest heir, but at least we're not going to fall into a personal union. We can withdraw this. We do not need this anymore. We will need to... we're over our limit on military. Let's come over and... what do we want to do? We've already finished our idea group. We're still way ahead of time, and so what we will probably do is look to do some development in areas where it is not quite present yet, so that then we can take the manufactories. One more click. There we go. There we go, present. Now let's see how much, not too much to embrace manufactories, so we will embrace. There we go. Let's get these troops back over here. Oh, apparently we can walk our way over there. This was also good because it will probably increase our income because we've taken several of their, several of their really good centers of trade that are in the node that we are in. So we have allied Venice. They are still hostile, but we maybe can get them to not be hostile if we can improve our relationship with them over time. Let's see. Their aggressive expansion is going down. Treaty of Tordesillas is going down. Subsidies is keeping them up. Do we have a diplomat? We've got a trader diplomat in place right now. Come on, come on. He doesn't want to. This trader he's dodging me so that I can't fire him. Yeah, don't have one that can... Let's see if we can get one that gives us the improved relations advisor, because that will make them forget about all that aggressive expansion much quicker. Okay, while we're paused, let me save for just a minute. See if that'll reboot the get rid of the lag that's happening. All right. Now the question is, do we even need anything? I guess we could get Aden to keep giving us provinces, but I don't really care about these provinces. And so I think what we really need to do is just annex this vassal. So we're going to be able to do this in 1660, so we should go ahead and start improving relationships with this vassal so that we can get him up to the point where he can be annexed. Ling is no longer a valid rival. Ottomans, Russia, and the Commonwealth. Liang, which is funny, it's all of China, and that's apparently not enough of, not big enough to be our rival anymore. Revoke. Who does France not like? France is rival to Russia. They don't like Austria. They both don't like Austria, so we will rival Austria. Austria's too weak, okay. Let me just make sure we're not about to mess ourselves up here. They are rival to the Ottomans. They're rival to Russia. They are not allied to Russia, so that should be someone we can rival. Psychomon probably has this under control. I'm curious to see whether all these provinces are going to break out now. Like whether a lot of these colonies are going to pop loose, because Spain is much weaker than they were before. Oh, they're in a war. They've got rebels. Pegu, we will handle them. Which also gives us more absolutism anyways. Excellent. Let us bring the fleet back for repairs. Send this to protect trade in Seville. And we will bring the flagship back. Both our flagship and their flagship. It's interesting. It's like they didn't... I guess we overrode their war. Is that what happened when we declared war? Let's trade some favors for trust. We can't do that. Interesting. We could influence, but that's not going to work. Can't influence another great power. I can send them a gift, but that won't be enough. I could insult their rivals, which might do it. I guess we can keep currying favors with these folks while we're waiting, because if I can get some free provinces, I guess it's worth it. I mean, it won't hurt. But I get a lot just due to the difference in size, I guess, between us. So basically as soon as we annex this vassal, that will complete several of the pieces of the mission tree. 42 favors, 45, okay, so a few more favors and we'll get there. Sure, Pope, you can have some money. Let's build. Nope, we don't want to influence them. We'll turn back on the subsidies in a moment. Ugh. We'll turn back on the subsidies with France here in a minute. Well, I probably should just go ahead and trigger them because I'll forget and then I'll want it and they take a while to build up. Give subsidies. And let's just keep this on forever. There's really no... It's not like money's a problem. Right, we've curried enough favors, so we can request that they give us something back. Return a core. Let's take Ibra. There we go. It's funny. We could have gone to war with the Ottomans, or instead we can just slowly, passively annex everything through currying of favors. I will take that option. The other thing we can do is we can play a little bit of the... France has also got that going on. Milan, very small. You can try to get a personal union, basically. What is going on? England is just getting absolutely destroyed. They have like basically no allies. Here's this Pegu province. Not that. We want the building slots. This has given us an extra relation, but if we do another, we will get an extra one. So we will upgrade that. Because that will give us both some relation, that'll give us an extra relationship, which we are currently over. 250 ducats to bring the project forward. I think we can afford to do that. Oh, this is easy. We'll just pay to have it done now. There we go. That should finish momentarily. I know that my Diplo is maxed, so let's pause. We will send this to protect trade in. Send it down to the Ivory Coast. I would like to spend my Diplo. We're a little ahead of time, but not crazy ahead of time, so I think we will just take the next Diplo Tech on that one. We have all of our colonists ready, and so we will send one here and another here. And I think I've basically colonized along the whole coast here. There's not really anywhere else to colonize. These are all ships that can be sent out to protect trade, probably in the Ivory Coast. Vijayanagar has insulted us, whatever. After our Spain war, I think we're in pretty good shape. Let's protect trade in the Ivory Coast. Spain is allied with Bohemia and the Papal States. Austria is getting wrecked. It's interesting. I wonder why my giving subsidies is not working here. I thought it was... Hold up, we'll re-give these subsidies to make sure they're working right. Probably because the amount was too low. France, come on. France, I've been over here giving you all kinds of stuff trying to get you on board with me. What is that for? Oh dear. What to do on that? We need some better allies, that's for sure. Because right now, our only allies are basically really Ethiopia and Venice. And the Papal States, I guess. But those are not going to be effective allies. That's a blow there. I don't need them in the same way that I needed them before, because I don't need them in order to defeat Spain. I've got enough troops to do that on my own, clearly. But that's gonna be a problem. I'm not gonna be able to improve them enough, probably, in order to... It's because they want my subjects' provinces, really. Alright, so let's cancel subsidies. We're going to have to pull back, basically, because there's no point in doing this anymore. We're not going to be able to do this with... Let's see if we can pull back some of our relationships with them now. We're gonna have to find some better allies, because with France right there and being so powerful, we do not want to. Not Spain. We want our allies. The Pope, Venice, Aden, which is temporary, and Ethiopia. Who else would ally us? Newfoundland. This big country over here. Interesting. Bremen, Norway. Norway's like a tiny province off in the middle of nowhere, I believe. Lubeck, Hormuz, Naples. The problem is that a lot of these are just like tiny and not really important. Hungary and Bohemia, they're not too bad. Shirvan. Delhi's pretty big. that. Let's take our land clearance, which opens up the ability to build furnaces. We do have some capacity. Oh, not over here. We want to come over here, and we probably will create some states here, so that they are fully part of the country. There we go. Pull all of them in, will be very good for us. The other thing we're going to do is drag the autonomy down. Oh, hold up, we gotta wait for them to update. There we go, autonomy is coming down. There's going to be revolts here anyways, so we are just going to crank down the autonomy so we get more from these provinces, and it lets our government reforms move forward faster. There we go. This is telling me about a great project. It helps them, so we'll go ahead and build it just so it can not show up anymore on my list of things to build. And I probably will go ahead and core this state as well, just for the sake of adding it in. There we go. There we are. That's not too shabby. Well, we succeeded in our war with Spain, have taken a big... let me pause. We've succeeded in our war in Spain, taken a big bite out of them. We'll come back and just basically go through successive wars to just keep taking more and more and more. In my next war, I'll take the ones I need for the mission, and then I'll try to cut across to the north, because what we do not want Spain to do is we don't want... or France, we don't want France to eat into Spain and take any of the provinces, because if we can get away with not fighting France, I will definitely do that. Because if you look, they have got some pretty good allies. The Knights is pretty lame, but the Ottomans and Venice are good. We've helped ourselves by allying Venice, which will keep France from being able to use them against us. But it's just going to be a real challenge here. So, and anyways, till the next time, see you then.